think we're on
Yeah,
here.
I think we're hot.
All right.
You look good, Skinner.
Hey, you looking all right?
Thanks, mate. Oh, shit.
Comfortable?
Yeah, I just realised I'm not wearing any undies.
I've got like boxes on.
Oh, cool. All right, well, I'm going
Yeah.
to bust open my tasty treat.
Yeah, let's just bust them. Crack 'em open.
This is for the ASMR people at home.
Yeah, tasty treats. I'm gonna put my mic down for a sec. How's the fucking DIY head on this bad boy? Pop filter,
Little monster mic sort of deal.
monster mic.
Ooh.
It's kind of weird. We hit record. There's nobody around. Instantly, I have nerves.
Yeah, me
Did
too.
you get nerves?
Yeah.
So weird. There's nobody here. It's just me and you. We'll bantering around before,
Jeez, we
talking
were
all
funny.
sorts of shit. And then as soon as it comes on, it's like it feels different now
It does.
because it's like that's recording. Okay, I'm gonna just take a little nibble of my tasty treat.
Tasty little treat.
So what we got planned for the show today?
I think we're just talking a bit of shit, conversational sort of style.
Yeah, but specifically, we want to talk about drinking.
Let's talk about podcasts.
Podcast?
Because you were talking earlier about there is a different sort of weight in the room now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like I perceive the audience now.
Yeah.
That there's like I'm speaking not to you anymore.
No.
There's a whole, infinite amount of people that might be, potentially listening, watching this shit.
Infinite's probably a bit grandiose. It's going to be like 5. It's going to be like your folks, my folks.
Yeah. A few mates, chugging along, eating treats, watching us eat treats. That's how I want it. Treatception.
Yeah. Just treats all around.
I think that's the theme of today. Treats.
Yeah.
Tasty treats. But podcasts, what specifically did you want to talk about? Because basically people normally watch podcasts because there's celebrities in them and they have cool lives. But we're just a bunch of fucking nobodies. And we're doing this. And
Yeah.
who's going to be interested?
Now you mention it seems like a bad idea.
Yeah. Fuck you. Cut. So I wanted to do this basically because I like watching podcasts. I fucking spend hour or two a day probably. I like Bobby Lee.
Yeah, Bobby Lee.
His podcast's great. What's it called? Tiger Belly. Check it out. And his brother, absolute mad dog. His name's Stephen Lee. He's got the Stevie Weeby Show. Yeah, that's pretty much inspired me to do this.
And they're the only
Little
2 podcasts
shindig.
you watch?
They are. I mean, occasionally I'll go over to Joe Rogan, but I don't like that guy, to be honest.
Why not?
I just think he's an arrogant cunt. I don't like him.
Mate, there's no censors. We don't have any sponsors, mate. You can say what you want.
Yeah, but my mum might watch this.
No, I like Joe Rogan.
You like him?
Yeah.
He's kind of cutthroat. I guess that's what...
Yeah, I just say, well, I like Joe Rogan because he's more intelligent than I think people think he is.
I don't...
You don't think he's
That's
intelligent?
that's where I differ. I think he's overrated in his intelligence. I think he's an idiot.
Yeah.
He just has a laptop in front of him and good tech work behind the camera.
Yeah.
But he's actually an idiot. Well, that's a bit strong. That's a strong statement. But
This one's for you, Joe. You big fucker.
Yeah, Joe, if you're watching this,
You idiot.
invite me on the podcast. I'll fucking roast you. I'll come down with a hammer, hitting hard.
But I think Joe's got... I don't know. I just like his take on things. Maybe it is that cutthroat sort of no bullshit attitude. You know what I mean?
I don't. I think maybe I have a biased opinion because I've only seen a couple. I saw him with Bill Burr,
Yeah.
and then I watched him with some right-wing politics.
Yeah, that's why I stopped watching Bill Burr. Actually, I was like, oh.
Why? Because of his politics.
Yeah, he was speaking. He was He's maybe a little bit sexist for my liking.
Oh, he treads the line.
It definitely.
Dangerously treads the
Yeah,
line.
absolutely.
Like watching some of his stand-ups from a few years ago, I don't think he could get away with it. What he said on that
No.
now.
Yeah, and I've listened to. Well, I used to watch like this guy Alan Palin used to fucking like, he edits the podcast along with the clips that he's talking about in the news and the like on the internet and shit like that. And I was watching them, and it just started getting a bit sexist for me, and I just started.
With Bill Burr.
Yeah, I just started realizing all the stuff they were saying. I was like, oh.
Yeah, he's real classical in his values and morals, but hilarious at the same time.
He is a funny bloke.
But on the note of hilarity, this needs to be funny, right? This is getting a bit serious. All right, may as well crack this.
going?
Tinny. It's fucking fourth day in a row on the tins, eh? It's cutting me, Dave.
Skim's back on the tins.
Oh. So we're not going to talk about alcohol. What product placement? If we can get a Spono, either from Fat Yak or Corona, it'd be dope.
Huge Spono.
Because this is going to go far and wide. I feel it. This is gonna break.
He's gonna bang.
Something touching my head.
No,
I think
it's
it's
just
like
it's just
a piece of my hair.
It's just the hair in your head.
Yeah.
You're just freaking out, man. A little bit more of ASMR.
I actually like it after the tasty treat followed with the with the Rona. Goes down alright.
Tasty
I
treat.
like it out of a can actually.
Really?
You want to try?
Just colder, maybe.
I don't know, crisper. Because I actually
Nah, that's still rank.
Because
That's
generally I don't like Ronas without lemon out of the stubbies, but I actually don't mind this.
So, how can we make this funnier, Skinner?
Well, let's get some of that banter that we had going before, because that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's a line about what we can talk about. I think, because I don't want to.
In regards to what, Skinner?
Well, we were having some jokes around before, and
Oons.
and yeah, I feel like our friends are gonna watch this, and that's it. If it was like a larger audience and our friends, it's like, well, it's worth it because it's for the larger audience.
Yeah.
But if you're cutting people's throats and all that your audience is your mates, it's not worth it.
No. Let's make some
Because
jokes.
someone will be like, hey, what the fuck? Like, why'd you say that shit about me? What?
You talk about me.
But that's so funny, watching porn and stuff. Like, we watch porn. Let's
Yeah.
be real. Come on, most people watch porn. Most males.
I watched porn today, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah. Oh, I ended up watching a gangbang scene.
Actually?
Yeah.
I hate that shit, man. It
Yeah.
makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I go like the real sensual one-on-one, lights, the music.
I mean, it comes in waves with me. Like, sometimes I just want the absolute filthiest shit
You want the
ever.
aggressive,
Yeah.
dirty.
Yeah.
No, not
sometimes
for
you
me.
need that with porn.
Because I kind of feel like I'm part of the gang when I and I like feel like a bit of a rapist. Okay, not for me.
Or like you're in the room,
Yeah, because I
you
live
look-
vicariously through.
you're looking down at the cum-filled cup and you're just like...
Well, it's like I suddenly have like moral responsibility. I'm like, this girl's in trouble. I'm watching it.
Man, why she let me do this to her? Like,
But wait, I brought up porn for a reason.
sorry, derailed you.
Yeah, we digressed. Excuse you, fucking hell. No, why did I bring it up?
I don't know, mate.
I'm fucking just going straight to my head. Chris Rona. That's why. Because we watch porn, right?
Yeah.
And occasionally the girl will be like, yes. Or she'll be like, more. Or whatever. And then occasionally you'll get the, und. And that's sort of like the little golden gem
Yeah.
amongst the rough stones.
Yeah.
It's like a little diamond.
Whenever I
amongst the
hear any noise, though, it just like takes me right to coming. Like,
Yeah,
I just
you
can't
like-
hold back.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's not an exaggeration.
That's like the main trigger. Like, it's getting a bit
My
personal.
mum might watch this.
This one's for you, Donna.
Oh, okay. Name dropping. Well, Lisa, if you're watching, you got a dirty little son.
I think she knows. Actually, the first time I ever like properly watched porn, I got caught. 100%.
I remember. Tell me how you got caught watching.
So
porn.
like, the way it was is the garage door at our house. Like, the way the computer was, it was like the family computer. So it was like set up, like on the corner, and like it was all windows on this corner, and then there's like the
I remember, man. We
Yeah.
fucking used to smash Amigo on that
yeah.
on that dirt box.
Yeah, so like, and then the garage door's like like directly to your left if you're sitting on the computer.
Yeah.
And then it was like late at night. I was not even like on an actual site. Like I didn't even know about the sites yet. I was
Right.
literally on YouTube
Just
trying
like
to watch
images or something.
Yeah, like trying to watch the dirtiest shit you can on YouTube.
Oh right, yeah. You find some stuff in there. We're talking about diamonds in the rough. YouTube. Yeah.
And my sister came home. She must have been working or something. Luckily, my prong wasn't out or anything.
Oh, hectic.
But I was thinking about it. She walks straight in the door and she goes, Rice was watching porn. Rice was watching porn. And I just run to my room, and the next morning have to have a
Tears
conversation.
streaming down your face. How old were you?
Oh, it was like 12 or 13.
Okay,
around
quite
that
young.
age. Yeah, just like.
Yeah, just curious.
I was in year 8. I remember talking to.
Getting into puberty.
I remember
getting
talking to
those-
some mates about it in year 8 and being like, fuck yeah, found a hell good site. And it
Yeah.
was just like, I'm pretty sure it was a site that just fucked my computer up with viruses.
Yeah, that's hardcore. I remember when I got caught. I wasn't even watching anything. It was just images. I was like in the same boat, you
Yeah.
know, just like testing the waters. I wasn't getting into that like deep net.
Yeah,
porn
actually
sites.
finding what you like and just smashing it for 4 hours straight.
Yeah, yeah. It was just images, and there was me and Max, with childhood friend Max. Shout out, he lives in Canada at the moment. We really liked this one porn star. We
Whoops.
both.
Name.
Oh, I can't remember. It was a blonde girl. She had a little tattoo above her mussy. Oh. Can't call it. Mussy is like a male pussy, so just pussy above a pussy.
Yeah.
Fuck. My mum might watch this. Well, my mum's involved in this story anyway.
She knows. She already knows.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember her name. If it comes to me, I'll
yeah.
let you know.
So you and Max were fucking just
No.
scoping this chick hard.
No, I was on my own, but we liked this one porn
Okay.
star in particular. So I was on images and had her up in all sorts of poses or whatever. Yeah, nothing hardcore. She's
Yeah.
kind of like, what would you call it? Like, not like a full blown, but like kind of strip teasers and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Doesn't get railed or
Yeah.
anything. No
Sorry.
gangbangs. She's more like classy. Anyway, yeah, I just had it up on a tab.
Mm.
And then mum came in, so I like obviously changed the tab.
Yeah.
And then she wanted me to do something with the computer, and I completely forgot
Yeah.
about the tab, and I just went back to it. I was like, "What's this?" Bing, boop. Yeah, this girl like doing I don't know. And my mum's just here over my shoulder, and no one said a word.
Really, dead silence. That's
No.
worse.
We both pretended like it didn't happen.
I think that's worse.
And at the time, I was just like, no one said a word. Just continued doing like whatever mum needed, like Googling a recipe, or I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
But that's how I got caught.
Fuck. Actually, one time I was. It wasn't even like a porn site. It was like a funny images site, and it had this like diseased male's penis.
Oh,
And my mate's dad walks in as we're looking at it. He's like, "Why are you looking at pictures of penises? Get that off." And I'm pretty sure he thought I was gay from that.
yeah. Of course you would. Like some weird, like dysfunctional
But
penis.
yeah, but
fetish.
I get close to that shit all the time. Like I was at work the other day, and I was about to Google something in the break room, talking to someone, and I opened the fucking Safari on my phone, and I had porn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a dangerous
Yeah.
one. You can't forget to close those private browsers. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're hitting a dry spot already. We've done well up until now,
What's that? That's 16 minutes. That's nearly halfway, mate.
but I think we can keep rattling on.
Oh yeah. Do you
Um,
want to keep talking about porn and sexuality?
we started off with the idea of talking about podcasts,
Yeah,
eh?
sorry.
But I
Are
mean,
there any porn podcasts?
well, I've seen porn stars on podcasts.
Oh yeah.
Actually, talking about the Stevie Weeby show, he has some Asian porn star. I can't remember her name. It's like
Asa Akira.
yeah.
Yeah, man, she's hot. Oof.
That's
So long.
interesting. That's the first time that like you're like, oh, they're just real people. That's their job. And she was talking about like how someone grabbed a titty at the airport or some shit,
Yeah, that would
And-
piss me up.
and she like said that she started crying and stuff.
Oh,
like
shit.
this chick gets fucked on the reg, like for money. But it never occurred to me like
That's still a sexual assault.
a sexual assault.
Yeah.
It's horrendous still, and like I guess it was really eye opening for me to be like, yeah, it's just a job,
Yeah.
and that's it. That's the line.
Because surely, like, behind the cameras, it can't be that glamorous. You know what I mean?
Well, I think there's levels. You can be in the really classy, glamorous porn
But
industry.
still, at the end of the day, you fucking haven't had sex for like 6 hours a day. That's got to be rough on anyone's equipment.
But I think there's some that love it. They're in it because they love it, and then there's others that are just
Well,
doing
like
it 'cause they have nothing
nymphomaniac type
else.
situation.
Hey?
Like a nymphomaniac type situation.
Yeah, like she's like for sure a nympho. She's like, I'm a chronic masturbator and stuff.
Holy shit.
And she's got like this one for her fans, like a fan thing where you can subscribe and you get updates daily. And she just like puts of her smashing like in a car backseat or
Jesus.
she's like, oh, I've got 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's
just upload a
that's a
video.
huge thing. That's cam girls at the moment. Is cam girls are blowing up.
Yeah, because you're paying her directly
Yeah.
for this like backstage sort of.
Yeah.
So we're still on the porn thing.
Well, it's an interesting topic.
It is. Yeah, I could talk about it all day. But podcasts.
Fuck.
That's how you pulled it back in. You were like, podcasts. You're like, is there any porn stars? No, I haven't seen porn podcasts.
Because there wouldn't be that much to talk about, would there?
But porn's kind of like a podcast anyway. Like, you
Yeah.
know, with the storyline and the,
Well,
the
yeah.
narration. Like, oont.
Oont, oont.
Well, she's having fun. Oh, you still got that VB in the freezer.
Nah, that's
We'll wait till after.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't explode in the meantime.
We have 1.5 beers each.
Yeah,
That'd be cute.
that'd be really cute. So, I'm really hungover today. And, you know, hair of the dog style. This is one way to mend a hangover.
Skinner's back on it.
Yeah.
Skinner's back on the beers.
I think I'm going out tonight.
Really?
No, I hope not. But you know, one after a beer, like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's an option.
How long did you not drink for?
Oh, I've gone patches of sobriety this year, so I went at the start of the year for 2 months.
Yeah, too serious actually. Let's get off that.
Huh?
Too serious.
It is. Yeah, I went for 2 months sober, and then I got back on it, and then I went probably another 2 months again.
Gee, that's something I haven't mastered yet. Just drinking. Still.
In moderation, or
Yeah, in moderation, just to have a good night. Like I always overdo it constantly.
me too. That's my problem, and that's
I
why I call complete quits,
Yeah.
because I can't be like, oh, I'm gonna have one,
Yeah.
because it's never the case. Mum knows that too. She's like, 4 beers tonight, Ben. She's like, I'm having a 6-pack, Mum. I hope it didn't peak the mic. Just
So we'll fix it in post, mate.
hopefully it fixed a lot of this in post. No.
What are you talking about? This has been gold, mate. All
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, so first ever podcast.
Yeah.
So just for anyone that might be watching, one guy, one gal, one dog, whoever it is, this is going to be like a sort of casual,
Very casual. Conversational tone.
conversational, thematic, maybe, you know, some,
If we can stick to the
topics.
theme.
yeah, but we just want it kind of loose, talk some shit. It's for us, really. It's not for you. I just want to do it.
Yeah, I think this will be fun.
It'll be a lot of
Well,
fun.
it's already been fun.
And we're gonna get some guests on the show each week, and then they're not gonna be glamorous stars. We're not getting Asia. Maybe one day that'd be awesome.
Oh man, Asa Akira would be sweet.
We can fly her out and she can tell us all about her chronic masturbation habits. But yeah, we'll just get some guests on, just like our mates.
Yeah.
Maybe some people that are doing cool things, musos, whatever, artists, mathematicians. Fuck it.
That would be cool.
Anyone with like a fresh outlook on
Fuck.
shit, you know,
Yeah.
personalities.
Your
We're
personality.
getting personalities on this show, and like we're just
to account for us not having personalities.
yeah, I mean, we're just run-of-the-mill blokes, and I feel like we're the people's people. This podcast is
Yeah.
the people's podcast.
Sort of like tasty treats for people's people, you know, tasty ear treats. You know what I mean?
Tasty little treats. That's been overused, this
I
podcast.
love it. I think we should just run it into the ground.
Yeah, I might crack a tasty little treat as we speak.
Ooh.
But
Oh,
keep going. What time are we at?
mate, I think
I love that on the podcast. They do that. Like, how are we doing for time? And they always have people off camera. How are we doing for time? So we got fucking nobody.
Hey Jamie, how much time we got left?
How much time do we have left?
11:26. 11:26. Cheers. All right, sweet. We'll keep going.
Oh, you did a count, like a
Yeah, count down.
countdown.
Count down.
Damn. I love a countdown. Good countdown. Kind of feels like, you know, impending something's coming.
The end, mate.
Otherwise, it's just like, it's just going on.
What if it gets to 10 seconds and we're like in the funniest, deepest conversation that we've had so far in this
Ooh.
podcast? What are we going to do?
That's a good question.
Do we have to go full fucking
I
government ad and speed it up?
think, yeah, it might have to.
But
But it's not that we have a time limit. It's just the camera has a time limit. Actually, it's flashing right now, and I don't know why. So I'm just going to go have a quick looky. So, all right. No, it's just we're 19 minutes in. So we got another 10 minutes to talk shit.
Easy.
Because 32 gigabytes on an SD card, that only holds 30 minutes of video.
Yeah.
But maybe it's on a real HD setting or something.
So you know what I envy girls for?
What?
Is
Tell
that
me.
Is that they can become porn stars and like chat girls and all that sort of business, you know? Because there's good money in that.
But guys can too.
Yeah.
It's less of an obvious market for men in the porn world. And I feel like men have it harder because they have stricter, you know, prerequisites. Big penis, you know,
Yeah, that's true.
good bod. I mean, apart from the DIY stuff where it's just like some fat dude, hairy fat dude.
I hate those. I hate the
handheld
old
camera.
the old bloke and the young girl ones.
Oh man, kills me.
That's gross.
Yeah, but gangbangs you watch, but
Yeah, gangbangs is
they're fine. Tasty little trick.
little Bukaki sort of say that's cool with me, but if the dude's over 45, I'm instantly grossed
You've got to
out.
draw a line somewhere. You don't know how deep that rabbit hole goes.
Yeah.
If you're gonna allow a fat old dude, what's next?
Yeah,
As a gateway male to worse males. in the
yeah,
porn
there are some
industry.
horrible males out there.
Yeah, and then there's that one guy with a 10-incher and the shaved head that everyone knows.
Talking about Johnny Sins.
Of course. Talking about Johnny, old boy.
Shout out to Johnny. Johnny, hit us up if you ever want some podcast that no one's going to listen to. We'll be happy to have you on. We can't.
I think we just have to call this the porn podcast.
Well, this one has been about.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting, actually, because we wanted to do themes and sort of stick to it, adhere to the theme throughout the podcast, but we've changed themes.
It's just like real life. I just can't get my mind off it.
We can't... I think next time we go into it, we shouldn't decide the theme. Let the theme decide itself.
Yeah.
It's whatever's in here, up here.
You're not just a hat rack, mate. Jeez.
Mate. Storing plenty of neurons up here. Yeah, not many after last night, though. I can probably see that.
What'd you do last night, Skinner?
Had a few frothies.
Yeah.
Sort of Sunday Arvo vibes. Yeah, it was a friend of ours party. Shout out to Talia. Nice party. It was good fun.
I didn't go.
Went for really long. Weather was okay in the end.
Really?
Yeah, they had a cool tarp in case it like
That's why I
bucketed.
didn't go.
Because of the weather.
Yeah.
The sun poked its head like towards the end. It was good.
And the Waffle Grand Final was on, so...
How was the Waffle Grand Final?
It was bad. Subiaco lost to pretty much an AFL team, which fucking sucks.
I hate that, man.
Yeah.
You get all
But
the
excited
AFL
for I'm
dropouts.
excited for the fucking Grandy this week.
Oh, absolutely. That's going to be a real tasty treat, if any. But you know what? Since we're recording this and we're talking about things that have a place in time and space,
Yeah?
like we can't release this now. We either scrap it or we have to release it like today or tomorrow. Because if we're going, the Grandy's on the... Oh, it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't matter, mate.
Oh, this is such a banal fucking conversation.
This is hot topics.
Sorry, guys. Can you give us some fucking tips? Send us an email. Yeah, we'll get all that business shit up and running. But, this is introductory podcast because we're going to get guests. It's going to be like, bigger personalities.
We can even do this one again.
Yeah, like scrap it?
Yeah, definitely put this up and we'll check it out.
Yeah.
Let's stop talking
Oh,
about
yeah,
Let's
we'll-
stop talking about what we're going to do now.
Yeah, let's talk about some real shit. All right. I've got something that's real.
Skinner, what have you got that's real?
The realest thing
Yeah, what is it?
you ever hear. So, when I was at this party last night, I realized something.
Is this gonna get really deep?
No, but it's in the ballpark. I'll give you that because I realize I'm a fucking idiot when I drink.
Yeah, man.
And the reason is because I get deep in like sappy.
Yeah.
I was a sappy dude last night.
Really?
Yeah, saying like, like I love you, bro. Because I was caught up with some mates I hadn't seen in ages. It was so good, man.
Who was it?
Some old boys I used to skate with. Shout out to ADOS.
And you told him you loved him.
Yeah, I was just happy to see them not that it wasn't like legit. I was happy to see them, but the alcohol has the emphasis, and I was like, real sappy shit, like so good to see, and I mean it. It's there, but I would have toned it down.
Yeah.
If I had more of a handle on the situation. How do you feel about that?
I'm not that sort of drunk. I'm a happy party drunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I think that's why I overdo it.
Right, because you're into the...
I associate the
vibes.
happiness with the drinking.
Yeah, see, alcohol's a downer. I get down and I keep drinking to compensate for the down.
What does that make me then?
An upper. What, in terms of personality?
Yeah.
An upper.
Wow.
Just a sprightly fella.
Sort of guy.
Yeah, that sort of vibe.
Sort of style. Happy sort of style.
What do you reckon about the pot plant? Looks alright.
Looks nice,
It's
man.
poking its head. Yeah.
Can you see anything?
Bit of greenery. This I don't know if this is like insanely dry and terribly boring, or it's actually okay. I can't tell.
I think it's tough to be in this position now.
Yeah, because like, who the fuck would care what we're?
Mate, we'll know in about half an hour.
Because podcasts are personality. It's not the topic. People aren't like, oh, I'm interested in like porn and whatever.
Yeah.
You sell the podcast with your personality.
Yeah, it's our takes on it.
So basically, we're hanging ourselves up to dry in a way, exposing ourselves, being real vulnerable. Because if people don't like the podcast, they're basically saying they don't like us,
I don't like me, so that's all right.
and that's gonna be that's gonna be a bullet wound in my heart.
Yeah, well, I made a meme for fucking AFL memes,
Yeah.
and that got shot down.
Oh, it hurts.
That was a pretty crushing experience.
It hurts, man.
It was like like some of the comments were like, "This is the worst meme ever." I have now unliked this page. It was I made Bashar Hooley's face into the Bachelor, and then has this a couple months later, Sportsbet release a better edited version,
Oh, I remember
and
this.
it banged. It absolutely
It went
killed.
off.
Yeah, and here I am looking like a fucking
Dude, that reminds me. I had because I used to do. I know a few years ago in high school and stuff. Footy memes were like the thing.
You did Dangerfield and Safe.
Yeah,
Safe
Dangerfield running through like no man's land.
Yeah.
In like a minefield or whatever, and then like safe field running through like a field of daisies. But that was a lot of fun. But I had the same thing happen to me.
That
Right?
panned.
I did it.
Absolutely panned.
I did a Nick Revolt one,
Yeah.
and like some of my memes were quite good. Get like a couple hundred likes or whatever.
What about his penis?
About his little willy. But basically, I did like Nick Revolt on Napoleon Dynamite,
Yeah.
but not Napoleon Dynamite, the actor. I can't remember his name, but
John Heder.
John Heder, in that movie Benchwarmers.
Yeah, with the helmet on and shit.
Oh no, wait, is it? It is Napoleon Dynamite. Is it Benchwarmers and Napoleon Dynamite where he's like, there must be steroids and macaroni.
yeah.
Benchwarmers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, it's Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
No, I think it's Benchwarmers.
No, it's Napoleon Dynamite. Oh, no, it is Benchwarmers.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Jeez.
I put Nick Revolt's
Hot
face.
chat.
I put Nick Revolt's face and like, oh, there must be
Steroids and macaroni.
because it makes your pee-pee smaller. And like it did alright, 50 odd likes, whatever. Someone stole my fucking idea. It banged. Got like 10,000 likes. Like I was spewing.
But the most damning thing was my girlfriend saw it, and then like she was like cracking jokes about it.
Well, how bad it was.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Well, how bad the reception of it was. Like
That cuts deep.
yeah.
How do you keep a girl? Because I have 2 failed relationships. You're killing it on that front. Long term, 4 years, right?
Oh, mate.
Bridging on 5, maybe. Or is that too much? Am I adding too much?
No,
time
it's
to your-
four, just after 4. I don't know, mate. That's a.
How do you keep a girl? Because I can't seem to do it.
Well, I think you should look at.
What?
You
Watch more porn? Or?
yeah, watch tons of porn, mate.
Because you pick up all the...
Yeah, they pick up all
Life
the tips
skills.
because ladies love when you put porn moves on them.
Don't they?
Porn is accurate to how you should be having sex in the real world.
Treat them mean. Keep them keen.
More slaps, the better. They
The
love.
red of that ass should keep coming back. No, but for real. Let's get real.
Fuck, I don't know, man.
I know this is a comedy podcast. and
mate.
stuff.
I've just been kind of happy-go-lucky sort of style. Just been.
Yeah. Take it as it comes, sort of
Yeah.
day by day.
Yeah.
I think that's what helps a long-term relationship. Because if you start looking to the distant future and whatever, you start making calls where you don't know where you'll be then.
Nah.
You don't know how you're going to feel then.
Yeah.
So if you take it day by day, it's sort of a win-win. Because one day might come and it's like, yeah, it's over. Like I feel it in my heart, it's done. But if you're like, oh, we've gone different ways or whatever, I feel like that's maybe where I've gone astray.
Yeah. Nah.
Or am I just talking complete bullshit?
I think
right
you're
now?
talking complete shit.
Well, that's why I can't keep a girlfriend. I have no idea what I'm doing. Guys, email me, send some tips.
I think the first
Porn
one
links.
is you just picked the wrong
Oh,
one.
wait, I got a thing. More recording has been stopped. Oh no,
Done.
movie recording. We can put like a technical difficulty thing, hang in there on the thing. But why? Okay, I'm just gonna click record again. I don't know why it did that. And we're back and running.
Back from the beach.
So you know what? It'd be great if we just like swapped accents and just finished the podcast in English accents.
Do I have?
How on the job, bro? Oh wait, there's the timer.
Yeah.
Trying to call you out and you're just doing your job actually.
Doing my job.
Doing it better than I am. Oh, so I just figured out, this is so banal, but the half an hour limit isn't about the disc capacity. It's just a limit. It's just a setting.
Right. So what happens at half an hour then? Why
It
even
just
have the limit?
stops recording automatically. So I've just clicked it again, and we've got plenty of room to keep, keep going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we don't have to stop at a half hour.
Maybe we should.
Even though people are probably begging us to stop right about now.
Well, let's review. What have we talked about? We talked about podcasts for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
We talked about porn for about 15 minutes.
Because this is our introductory podcast.
Yeah, this
so
is
we're setting up the scene, you know. This is sort of like housework. You know,
Proceed.
for the podcast.
I want to see where this goes.
You know, we're setting it up. We're setting the stage.
I want to see how long you can talk before you get in a hole.
Before I get in a hole.
Yeah.
Oh, it won't be long. It'll be pretty quick. And then I'll be shovel and spade trying to dig it out. But no, let's review.
Let's review.
In revision. can we get like a in revision? We get a text come. Hello, in revision today.
So what did we chat
We've been
about?
talking about porn. That sort of style.
We talked about porn for ages.
Yeah. Oh, you know, because like we were talking before the podcast started about our speaking voices.
Yeah.
I'm actually making a conscious effort
Me too.
to articulate
Me
that,
too.
that kind of thing now. But you know what I think helps? Because I like the sound of my voice today.
Yeah.
You know why?
Cigarettes.
Because I punched through a pouch last night.
Yeah.
Like, no kidding. Fucking dart after dart after dart. And it sounds warm. It sounds...
Do you reckon you could ever quit?
Yeah.
Really?
Look, if I'm ever drinking, I'm always going to be smoking.
Yeah.
I can't quit that.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
absolutely no way. That's hand in hand. It's going to go to the grave with me.
Because I've smoked, but I've never ever been a smoker.
I wouldn't classify myself as a smoker because I don't smoke sober. I have before, but it's not that enjoyable. I used to, like, when I was over in Europe, smoking's big there, man.
Yeah.
You go out with your tutor for a ciggy. He bums you a dart. Your tutor's like, all right, time for a cigarette. And you're like, I don't know what fucking accent that was, but let's go to first cigarette, John. And you're
Still
there
awful.
and you just talking shit with your tutor and just smoking one of his durries.
Jesus.
So I was smoking sober there, and it was a nice study break. And it's like €6 for a packet.
Yeah.
It's insane.
You're laughing.
You'd
And
be-
no pictures of dying people.
You'd be
on the phone.
losing money if you didn't smoke.
Yeah.
So
And you'd be losing friends too, because smoking's cool as shit. This one's for all the kids out there. Don't listen to your fucking teachers.
yeah,
Smoking.
kids, smoke doobs. It's way better for you. Legalize it. I want to get a text. Legalize it. I don't want any of that like stereotyping now because I look how I look, and then I said that,
Yeah.
and then people are like, oh, the stoner guy.
So you're talking about you quitting smoking?
Yeah, I think I could do it if I quit drinking along with it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't think
That's
I'll
the
ever.
only caveat.
I don't think I'll ever stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe when I'm like an old fart.
Yeah. I mean, I tried to smoke when I was first started uni because I thought it was like the cool thing to do.
That's everyone starts smoking because of that sole reason.
Yeah.
If anyone says otherwise, they're lying.
Yeah.
It's not
It
for
is-
the taste. I had to
It's
fucking
cool, man.
battle with cigarettes for like a few months before I started enjoying them
It's cool, man.
because I thought it was cool.
It is cool.
And if you smoke and you end up smoking not because it's cool, it's because you're an addict and it's a habit.
Yeah.
In the end, but you start because of that sole reason. There's no other reason to start smoking.
Yeah.
Apart from that, it's fucking badass.
It is.
Oh yeah. Should we light up right now? Trapwood does.
You've talked me into it.
Yeah, just like blow in the general window direction. So we're doing alright for time. I think we've busted over half hour.
We both, yeah. Well, I think we're approaching 40.
Can I hit you with a hard question?
Fuck.
And the funny thing about this question is, it's going to be completely, like, meaningless, dependent on the answer. So
Okay,
it's a very
cool.
interesting question.
Proceed.
Do you think we'll air this podcast?
Absolutely not.
Really? Genuinely?
No, I think we will. We will.
I think we'll have to watch it back with it like with a froth, and just see how we look, how we sound.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't like the sound of this room That's one thing we've got to change.
Why? What's wrong with Saint Laurent?
It's a bit hollow. It's not as but the dynamic microphone is not going to pick any of that shit reverb up. So
yeah. Sound engineering talk.
riveting topics on the Tasty Treats podcast.
Just accidentally naming it like a rapey reference. Ooh, tasty treats.
Yeah, I hope we don't like step on any toes doing this, but just beware that we will be treading lines for comedic effect. So we cannot be held responsible for any of the opinions that
What do you mean, like
would be held on this podcast.
making like rape jokes and shit like that?
Yeah, like if we get called out for being like sexist or whatever, it's under the guise of comedy. But I feel like we're pretty, liberal, progressive guys, and
I mean, I voted yes, if that's what you're asking, Skinner.
You voted yes?
I voted yes, if you're asking for the podcast.
Okay,
sake.
cut this shit. No, I did too, of course.
You know what's a funny slur that I fucking heard the other day? Homo.
Oh, that's an old but good one.
Yeah.
No, not a goodie. Not a goodie. Fucking homo.
Yeah.
The funny thing about those like homophobic slurs, like fag, poof, homo.
Jeez, you know a few of them.
Oh, mate. High school days. I wanted Churchlands. Those things were like abundant.
Sorry,
Thrown around like footies at recess. And they're so they've almost changed meaning in their definition.
What do you mean?
The way like me, if I were to call you a fag,
Yeah.
you're not a homosexual. I don't mean any offense to homosexuals, but it's still so wrong to do that. You know what I mean? But people do it all the time. It's
You're
like,
getting real faggy about this issue.
I think Louis C.K. does it like, I just want to, you're a fag. Like, well, it's Bill Burr and Louis C.K. He's like, don't take that away from me.
Yeah.
He's like, I need that word. But yeah, living in the PC age is pretty
It's tough,
dangerous
man.
for podcasters like me and yourself.
Yeah, we are podcasters now. This is official. As soon as we hit record, mate, we were podcasters.
It's thin ice everywhere we go.
Yeah.
We're in the public eye now.
Yeah.
Public figures. Who knows where we'll be in a couple of years' time.
Hell, we might even get paid for this one day.
Product placement. If we can get a spono.
It's like that fucking scene from Wayne's World where they're just sold out.
That's the only thing I hate about podcasts, but that's the only way they make their money.
What are you talking about? Those ads. like
Oh,
Nature
you should
Box.
go to this website
Yeah.
and you order this and you get 10% if you put this.
yeah,
fucking-
promo code.
That's the worst thing about podcasts, but that's the only way they make their money. So,
Yeah.
would you sell out?
Fuck
would,
yeah.
would we sell out?
In a second.
Yeah, me too.
I wouldn't hesitate. They could offer me.
Money's money, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, as a once Balinese wise man once said,
Who's
$20 is $20. I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. I feel the same way about.
Is that the same
going out.
bloke? Is that the same bloke who robbed Jomo?
Well, bloke is a controversial term there. He's arguably not such a bloke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Good shit. Do you reckon we should wrap it up?
Yeah, man.
All right. Well done.
Hot podcast. What a tasty treat.
Thanks, guys, for listening. If you did.
Any feedback, any sort of money that you want to give us is very accepted. I'm dirt cheap. The only thing I turn down is my collar. If it's free, it's me. Give me some shit.
Look, donations are welcome, obviously. It doesn't have to be money either. Just like a few brews wouldn't go astray.
Yeah.
Or, some peanuts, tasty treats.
Tasty treat.
Anything like that.
You got a hot mum?
Yeah. Yeah, send your mum our way. We'll get her on the show.
Nothing wrong with a mum.
Hot mums. So we're gonna have some guests on our show. We haven't got a name yet, but by the time this comes out, guaranteed there will be one. And
All right.
that's about it.
Catch you later.
Catch you later.
Beautiful.
Just as a aside, this was like way less absurd than we wanted it to
Yeah, this was pretty straight.
be. Pretty straight podcast. Okay. That was just it was a trial.
Yeah.
We'll see what we do with it.
Yeah.
See you guys. This might not make it out, so saying goodbye to nobody.